Hi guys, this is Dr. Rivera. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to introduce you guys to my world, and it's the fascinating intersection of ancient wisdom and modern medicine. I consider myself an the intersection between those two because I incorporate multiple areas: the allopathic medicine, the natural medicine, the wellness part, the spiritual, diet, hydration, all those things, they go together, and we can continue to talk here about more things, but let's begin with what I want to tell you guys today. Mantras are a type of ancient meditation that has been part of healing traditions for thousands of years. One of the earliest documented uses of mantra was in Ayurvedic medicine, which is basically an ancient healing art or ancient healing discipline. Guys, this is back or to probably the ancient Egypt kind of thing. In the past, physicians believed that chanting specific mantras could enhance the potency of herbal medicines and balance the body's energy system. They were chanting right before they will perform an operation or will treat a patient. There in Tibet, to this day, there's a few physicians that begin their mornings chanting the medicine Buddha mantra, believed to empower natural medicines, and it also basically puts them in a healing energy mode. Now let's go to what modern medicine and research are telling us about mantras and how are they impacting the body. When I chant a mantra, my nervous system shifts into a relaxed state by the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. The nervous system has several parts. One of the biggest parts is called the autonomic nervous system. Autonomic because it operates on its own. I have no control over it, at least no conscious control, or so I think. And that autonomic nervous system is divided in sympathetic or parasympathetic. Sympathetic is as stress. You gotta run, tigers behind you. Parasympathetic, para descansar, para relaxing. So he's the one that I get laid in my bed. I can concentrate, I can read, I can study. See? Mantra meditation activates the parasympathetic. Also, studies have shown that meditation reduces cortisol levels. Cortisol, if you saw the video on spirituality and cortisol and stress, you will remember that cortisol very high, you cannot sleep, you have panic attacks, cannot remember anything, fluid retention, high blood pressure, then it starts going up and down. And then inflammation sets in, and autoimmune disorders set in, diseases like fibromyalgia set in, diseases like anxiety, depression, Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, diabetes mellitus, they all go out of whack because this hormone, it's out of balance. Another thing that I have is mantra meditation. Okay, check this out. We have an area in our brain, we call it the prefrontal cortex of association. This is where executive thinking happens. Mantra has the ability to increase the thickness of the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is involved in planning, decision making, problem solving, goal oriented behavior. It improves my attention, it filters distraction. So it helps me to maintain focus when I am on a specific task. Not only does mantra chanting improve the stress level and all those beautiful things, it has an effect on blood pressure. It has an effect on heart rate. I want to mention several mantras. I like the Om mantra. I like Gayatri mantra. I like Om Shanti Om. It has changed my life, and I teach it on the coaching program because I want people to improve their lives in different aspects. Spirituality, to me, is something that me as a human have to cultivate. It's not about medicine. I am a spiritual being in a physical body. The physical body is what I use to interact with things in this plane. Now, let's stop with that. We mentioned what the Om sign does to the prefrontal cortex. Now, let's go even deeper than that. There is a group of brain activity waves called the alpha and the theta waves, which are associated with relaxation and deep concentration. These waves are increased with the Om mantra meditation. Another thing that this Om mantra meditation has shown is promoting neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to reorganize itself and make new connections. I used to live with that a lot when I was in the traumatic brain injury unit, in which we'll have strokes, people with CBAs, non-paralyzed side of their body, and we will have people that had a recent brain injury. So what we will do is with therapy, we will try to work with the neuroplasticity, teaching the brain to make a new connection or forcing the brain to make a new connection. Another mantra, which is my favorite, it's a long mantra, 3 dots. It's longer than that. This mantra is linked to improve cognitive function and decrease anxiety. Some people, and it was published back in 2012 by Pradhan and Derle, that it promotes mental clarity and inner peace. There's another mantra that is the M whatever. It's super long name, very complicated. The translation of the name is the Death Conquering Mantra, whom some research, and this was published by Dr. Sen, Arizona State University, 2022, that this mantra has shown to enhance immune function by reducing oxidative stress. Oxidation is the reason we take the antioxidant, the vitamin C, the glutathione. Now, in recent years, some medical institutions have started incorporating meditation practices, including mantra based meditations, into their wellness programs. One of them is the Integrative Medicine and Health Research Program at Mayo Clinic. These guys are doing a super cool research project. They're taking the immune cells, two specific lymphocytes, which are the cells involved in the defense, and macrophages, which are the Pac-Man. These macrophages will go and will eat inflammatory debris, dead cell, cancer cells. They will surround bacteria as a gang and will hit them and try to eat them. They have found how is the genetic transcription in this type of cells, how is that being impacted by mind body approaches. This is how genetic transcription goes. Starting the nucleus of the cell, there's the DNA. The DNA will be translated into a new molecule, which is the RNA, that will go out of the nucleus, and that RNA will be used as the template for building proteins or peptides or chains of amino acids. Those guys are some of the hormones, some of the messengers or substances that control different processes either in the cell or in different areas of the body. So what happens inside that nucleus can impact places that are very distant from the site of action. Mind body approach is affecting the transcription of the cells from the immune system. There's another institution, which is the Harvard Medical School. This institute is called Benson Henry Institute for Mind Body Medicine. These guys are studying things that we mentioned about how meditation is lowering blood pressure, again, lowering heart rate and lowering cortisol. They're using it to promote stress management and cardiovascular health. Wow, there's a lot of information here, guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Please, if you like it, hit like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. Again, this is Dr. Rivera. I love you a lot, and until next time.